We've talked about a lot of guys, Mobley and Garland. Um, Take a look at this. Donovan Mitchell, we haven't talked about him. He was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week for the first week of the season. 25.3 points per game, 4.3 assists per game, shooting better than 50% from the field. The Cavs were 4-0. So, the guy that is kind of the cornerstone that we're not even talking about voted the best player in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, it's funny. I've gone on a couple of podcasts just since last night when they went to 8-0, and it took us about 20 minutes into the podcast to even bring up Donovan Mitchell, which is kind of funny. It's a big change, but a lot of people, experts, insiders, opposing scouts thought if the Cavs are going to be successful, you still have Donovan Mitchell as your superstar. That's not going to change. But just as the case with any superstar, you need less of your star and more of the other guys because that means, everything is coming together. You're playing as a team, you're unified, you're comfortable together. And through the first 8 games, we've seen all that. The great thing about having a star player like Mitchell, and really now Garland is proving to be this way too, is when all else fails and the shots just aren't dropping and the offense isn't clicking and the ball, you're doing all the right things, but you can't score baskets. That's a superstar. You just get him the ball and hope he can take it over. And the Cavs really have that guy in Mitchell. And it looks like Darius Garland, who's done that twice this year now, including the game at Madison Square Garden and the win over the Knicks, just taken over the game. So, um, yeah, I mean, Donovan Mitchell's as good as ever. It's just everybody else has improved or gotten better, so we don't talk about him quite as much right now.
And you know what? Relative to your point, you want to be able to have your superstar kind of pick his spots when he's really needed, and they've been able to do that, so that he's not exhausted by the time the fourth quarter comes from having to carry the team. And I think that's what you're seeing.